Welcome back, and now let's check in with Felisa, who had the opportunity to catch up with the one and only megastar Moonchild. Sanelly, take it away.
Joining us now on the show is a performing artist who is so entertaining and iconic. Her name represents a whole universe of its own. Mzansi, please help me welcome once again on the Afternoon Express couch, Moonchild Sanelly. Siswam, lovely to have you on the show.
Lovely to be haved. Thank you.
Mami Unjani, how are
I'm
you?
so good. Thank you, Judy. How are you doing?
Lovely to see you. You
Lovely
are
to
just
see you again.
always such a breath of fresh air. You come with the color, you come with the vibes, but not only that, you come with the music.
Absolutely.
So let's touch base with your latest album, number one, Full Moon. How did it all come together? And for you, what is it giving?
With this album, I feel like it coming together. I started recording last year. And so with that one, I feel like I allowed myself, because we went to Sweden, we started in Malawi, and we by the lake. And so every time we got like a block, we just go fishing and stuff. And that's when I developed my love for fishing, but back to the album.
Yeah.
And then went to Sweden to record some more. And I think I just allowed it to take me wherever it was taking me and all that jazz. So I feel like with this project, I call it Full Moon because I get into the situations, I get into the storytelling of how I got here, things I otherwise wouldn't have spoken about, things that couldn't even hinder my going for gold. And so I feel like it's definitely a different fight now. I'm not fighting from survival, I'm winning. I'm not surviving, but now I feel like this is the introduction of my next, where everything is at a space where just because music comes from a dark place, art comes from a dark place, being conscious of not dying from my diary while I change the world is something that I always knew. With every great that I've watched, they've died from the same things, which is themselves and their darkness and trauma. And as a great, I knew I wouldn't die the same way. People are talking about Illuminati and all these things. It's like I had abortions when I had to choose the dream, and I talk about all those things. So I feel like this one, you get to meet the girl before the liberator.
Now, the creativity that came with some of these music videos, let's unpack that.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that creative process like?
Okay, so fortunately for me, I've got an amazing team. And because I feel like every time I write, I think one of the reasons I write very fast when I do write is because you say a word, I've got pictures running, and I basically have to tell you what's happening in my head. And the thing is, I feel like when you have a team that you trust as well, it's more they're like your co-visionaries, actually. And then they make your vision come to life. And a lot of the times artists don't have that privilege, because a lot of the time managers want to be celebrities. Managers aren't actually well equipped with regards to even reading contracts. That's why someone can be famous and broke. And me, watching TV, I knew I'd never be famous and broke.
Amen. Looking back at not only what you've been able to achieve last year, but going into this year, what are some of the main things you're looking forward to achieving?
I've got more fire. I mean, I've always got fire collaborations. Yeah. Always. I've got more fire collaborations that are coming out.
Come on now.
With like major people as usual. And I mean, I've got the touring. I've got the world to conquer. Yeah. Like for instance, when we did Glastonbury, 9 shows, that was like historic. I was aiming for main stage. So with the shows that we've done, all the festivals that we've done, it just gets bigger, and there's just more festivals that get introduced. And that's literally like, I feel like I've always called my career like it's an escalator. Yeah. Because it keeps moving, but it never gets stuck, because even if there's load shedding, I'm still climbing. And it's just been nice in my pace, exactly how I saw my brand. I'm exactly where I saw myself be. It just gets bigger. Well,
not many people can say that. And, you know, being someone who's been able to be close enough but still at a distance, I'm so proud of what you've been able to achieve. I mean, it is truly, truly mind-blowing. And the theme for today's show is belonging.
Yes.
And you've already spoken so honestly and so vulnerably about your own journey in stepping into yourself and just truly belonging. So what does belonging mean to you as a woman and as an artist?
Belonging to me means creating your own space. It doesn't mean, I don't think it means acceptance. I think it's just creating your own world, your own space, because you belong where, you know what I mean, within, like you, I feel like belonging is what I'm doing. I'm a black sheep who's always been outcast and all that jazz, and I've created my world where I am a necessity. Therefore, I feel like my existence belongs in this world anyway. just how I maneuver it is me creating my own. And it turns out it was necessary. People didn't even know they needed it.
And I kind of want to sit with that because that is something so big. A lot of people, when they hear the word belonging, they think being a part of. But sometimes stepping out is also belonging. You're belonging in your own skin, you're belonging in your own world, and you are truly setting and paving your own path. If you were to give advice,
Yeah.
to any young Moonchild wannabe out there, no, someone who wants to step into their own in whatever field, in whatever industry, or even with their own challenges. I mean, you spoke about therapy and silencing the noise around you. What would you say to that person?
I would say that if you feel like you're a black sheep, they're the ones to change the world because they don't see it through the same eye as society. Number two, there's no expiry date to your dreams, so just keep going. Number four, rather be rejected for who you are because you'll never question when you're being loved.
Ooh. And just like that, you have dropped gems, and I truly do appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a trailblazer, not only like Mzansi, but abroad as well. You are proud, you are bold, and you are not fearful, and that's for me what it's all about. So shine on, continue to be fierce, but I'm also looking forward to your performance a little later.
Thank you so much.
Now, whether she is releasing another album, touring the globe, or performing at some of the most prestigious events la Mzansi, Moonchild Sanelly has always made us proud and pushing the boundaries of women and artists everywhere.